I just got a good news. A few days ago, a student asked me for advice for her Duolingo English test, and I told her to keep the early questions accurate and use clear structures in speaking and writing. And today she told me she passed the exam and she got 125 in the real test. So I'm very happy with the results. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the clear structures in the real test. Actually, I've shown all the structures for writing very clearly in the previous video. So you can always check and learn these parts in that video. So in this video, I'm going to focus on the structures for speaking parts. And I'm going to use an example of the speak about a photo to show you how to use them. I'm going to show you very clearly in my DET 120 plus score boost system. And we can just use the photo speaking trainer. You can find the step-by-step guide here. Just click. And the first one, start practice. So this is the basic structure. And this is free for everyone to use, okay? You can visit my website, jeenglish.com, to use it anytime for free. So let's start practice. Okay, so we can see this is a question about prepare to speak about the image below. First, I want to be clear. In the real test, you can only see the picture and the timer, okay? All this part and this part is what I specially made for students to learn it easily and quickly. Okay, you can't see this part in the real test, but it's very useful when you practice. Okay, to learn the structure, first we can find 5 steps, 5 parts. So these 5 parts can help you organize your answer very clearly and easily. Okay, it's not about complex words, but a very clear structure. And the first one is about observe. So it means first we observe the picture and to see the main topic of the picture. So in this picture, we can see it's about a man, right? So when we learn the structure, if you are not sure about the answer, you can always check the sample answer. First, let's click here.
Let's begin, shall we? Take a moment and tell me who you can see in this picture.
Okay, so this is only a guide for us to practice, okay? You won't see this in the real test. Okay, so let's begin. And who you can see this picture? So let's see the sample answer.
I can see a man in this picture. He is at a train station.
Okay, so we see the example answer. We can just learn from it. I can see a man in this picture, and he is at a train station. So it's about the person and the place, right? So you can always repeat it, like I can see a man in this picture, he is at the train station. So after you feel comfortable, then you can record your answer and to check if it's clear or if it's good. Just click here, then you can record it. I can see a man in this picture. He is at a train station. Okay, so stop. And you can play your audio. Okay, click here. I can see a man in this picture. He is at a train station. Okay, I think it's very clear and very convenient, right? So you just learn and record, practice, record, and listen to your audio. So it's about the first part. Then we go to the next part of the structure. It's about appearance, right? Okay, let's click it.
Good. Now, describe the man's appearance. How does he look?
Okay, so we can see the tip from the coach. Good, now describe the man's appearance. How does he look? So we can talk about his hair, his coat, or pants or shoes, something like that, right? So we can check the sample answer.
He looks like a young adult man. He has short dark hair and a beard. He is wearing a brown coat over a dark hoodie. He also has dark pants and white shoes. He is carrying a backpack.
Okay, so this is a very good example answer. So we can just learn from it. He looks like a young adult man. He has short dark hair and a beard. He is wearing a brown coat over a dark hoodie. He also has dark pants and white shoes. He is carrying a backpack. Okay, so we can see it's about a general description, a young man, and from the top to his shoes, right? Okay, so that's it. So this is the second part of the structure. And in the real test, we have 90 seconds to talk about the picture. So if you want to achieve a high score, you need to keep speaking until the 90 seconds finish, okay? So just add as much details as you can. So in this part, again, you can still always try practice and record and listen until you feel it's good, okay? Let's go to the next part of the structure.
All right, what do you think he's doing right now?
Okay, the third part is about his action. So what do you think he's doing right now? Think about the answer. I think we can see his hand. He is holding the stripes of the backpack, and also he's walking, and he is also looking at something, right? So let's check the sample answer.
He is walking along the platform. It looks like he is going somewhere.
Okay, so here this example answer is very simple, right? He is walking along the platform. It looks like he is going somewhere. So actually you can also add some more details, okay? Okay, so this is the third part. And next part, we
Look around him slowly. Where is he? What do you notice in the background?
Okay, we can see this part is about background. So in the background, we can see a railroad or a train or some electric board, something. Okay, let's check the sample answer.
In the background, there is a train and railway tracks. The station looks quiet.
Okay, so in this part, we talk about the background. There is a train, railway tracks, and what the station looks like. The station looks quiet. Okay, so in the real test, if there's still time, you can also give your own opinion about the picture. So we can check the last part.
Very nice. Now, tell me how this picture makes you feel.
Okay, so how this picture make you feel? Let's check the sample answer.
I think this picture feels calm and peaceful.
Okay, so I think this picture feels calm and peaceful. After this, I'll show you a clear structure. It teaches you how to organize your answer clearly and quickly, because in the real test, you only have 30 seconds to prepare for a topic. So you can think about the structure and just use it. So keep you fluent. So fluency and good pronunciation and clear structure, all these things can help you achieve a score higher than 120. Okay, so after you think you familiar with the structure, then you can also go to this part and to try to speak about photo for 90 seconds. And you can also record and play back. Okay, you can still see the tips here. Okay, in this photo, I can see a man, and he is at a train station, and he looks very young, and he has dark hair and a beard, and he is wearing a black hoodie inside and a brown coat, and he is also wearing a black pants and white shoes, and he is also holding a backpack, and we can see he is walking on the train station and looking at something. And in the background, I can see the railway and the green train and some wires and board. And this whole picture makes me feel quiet and also peaceful. And I think the man looks very confident and relaxed. And I really like this picture because it makes me also feel relaxed. Okay, so this is example answer. Okay, I just show you the clear structures for this kind of question. And I also showed you how to use it easily and very conveniently to practice. So if your exam is very close, I think you need to use this trainer and practice it for a few times every day until you can speak fluently and use the structure very easily and confidently. That's the way you can get over 120, okay? So besides the score booster system, you can also find the score booster guide on my website. You can check it at any time, okay? So if you find my video helpful, please don't forget to give likes and subscribe my channel for more tips and strategies to help you prepare for the Duolingo English test. See you in the next one.